Hello everyone, this is Termuse, and today I'm playing Star Control Origins. Well, it says Star Control Earth Rising, but I mean the game is called Star Control Origins, but I guess Earth Rising is the name of the DLC or something that it came with. Whatever the game is called, I'm playing it. I do feel I need to give a bit of background first for the uninitiated. Because there's a lot of history behind this. I'll try to be brief and not to ramble too much, but yeah, there were a number of games called Star Control before this. The original Star Control was very straightforward, just action, like fighting game, like space fighting game, where ships fight each other, and each ship has its own abilities or whatever. And then Star Control 2. It was, I mean, ostensibly it's a sequel, but it's like completely different. It's this action-adventure game with, interaction with aliens and all these characters and dialogue and, like, tons of options of how to explore and build up your ship, and a game with a lot of depth and, it's like a really compelling story that has heart, it has humor, it's just basically it's this cult classic game out of the 90s. It was this is from decades ago. This is like a piece of my childhood, Star Control 2. I've revisited many times over the years, and it's the kind of game you learn something new every time you play it, because it's just that densely packed with stuff. This was followed up by Star Control 3, which was made by a different group of people and totally sucked. The people who made Star Control 3 just totally did not get what made the game what it was. I could write an essay. I could probably write a novel, like detailing like an itemized list of all the problems with Star Control 3, but it had poor pacing, it had a lot of design problems, like the resource gathering was garbage, the ships were imbalanced, it was also buggy as hell. It was possible to get in an unwinnable state without realizing it, totally accidentally. Like the ending was anticlimactic. I mean, it wasn't completely, it wasn't. It did have some things going for it. Like I did like some of the ideas in the plot, but other than that, it was just basically utter garbage. Like, not that I'm saying that Star Control 2 was perfect or by any means, but did not remotely compare. And then we got Star Control Origins, which just came out a few years ago. So this is a very recent, very modern game. I have no idea what to expect from this. I'm trying to go into this as blind as possible. It had some mixed reviews. They're mostly positive reviews. Although it's one of those things, I imagine it's hard to review because everyone's going to be compared to Star Control 2, which is this amazing epic game that everyone who plays it loves. And this will never ever compare to that. So I'll try, as I'm playing, I'll try to engage my responses based on, look at it from multiple perspectives. Try to look at it from the perspective of someone who hasn't played in the Star Control games, like they aren't familiar with the franchise, or some people, or from the perspective of how it connects with the others. Although, I don't know how much actual connection it has with the original Star Control games. It has the Star Control name on it, but apparently there was a rights split. I think that the rights to the game split multiple times over the years, actually. Like the original 2 games were made by Fred Ford and Paul Rickey III. Those 2 guys, they basically did all the work on it. So this one, like, I don't know how much work they did, if any. I don't, like, I think this game has their blessing or something, but I don't know. I don't know how much kind of contribution they did to it. Anyway, I have very little understanding or expectations of what's going to happen here. Okay, at this point, I'm going to say when I started up the game, it immediately launched into a cutscene, which I recorded, but I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have to splice in out of order. I'm just going to have to splice the videos together. So, I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some fancy editing here. Checking again. Oh. Okay. I was expecting a cutscene right off the bat. At least the cutscene isn't making my processor chug. The microwave echo detected. Decoding transmission.
Long ago, the singularity formed, its creators uplifted into something beyond our understanding. These beings, now known as the Lexites, left Earth, traveling to multiple planets in our solar system, before vanishing altogether. This is why we are here. Welcome to Star Control, a state-of-the-art international space agency, tasked with the exploration of our solar system and the defense of Earth. Here reside the world's brightest minds and greatest technology, brought together by a strong curiosity to discover the unknown. Help us pioneer the future. Join today.
Tracking transmission origin. Approximate origin calculated plotting route. Okay, so this mysterious alien discovered the transmission from Earth, I guess? When they talk about the singularity, is that Stardock Entertainment presents Crimson Corporation production? Is that not to Star Control 2? Star Control Origins. Huh, okay. Yeah, when they talk about the singularity, are they referring to the hypothetical situation where artificial intelligence AIs are building other AIs, and it accelerates beyond what humans can predict is they're capable of, that kind of singularity? That's what it sounds like when they're saying the Lexites left Earth. Like these super advanced AIs just left Earth altogether. Is that the plot we're dealing with? Well, anyway. Okay, and I'm back. And now, without further ado, I'm going to start a new game. Although I have to comment on this music. I like this. This is the remix of the hyperspace music from Star Control 2. I think that's kind of cool. It's a nice touch. It makes it feel like a Star Control game. Anyway, let's hit new game. Achievement unlocked, one small step. I guess you get an achievement for starting a new game? Sure, okay. I know you have a loading screen. Ah, darn, I should have done my rambling during the loading screen. Well, what else can I say about it? Since, okay, in editing, I'm going to splice that cutscene in that I watched. So, yeah, so apparently there's some mysterious alien who was watching for something for some reason, and he woke up and decided to fly out once he saw the transmission from Earth. Is it someone who's familiar with Earth, or is he looking for AI for some reason? What's this pictured here? Is this representative of something from Star Control? I don't know. I mean, the Star Control and Star Control 2 had a race of crystalline beings called the Shinjeisu. I don't know if that's related. Here's the thing, with the way the rights split, I don't know how much of the whole Star Control concept makes it into this game. I don't know if they were able to use any of the trademarks, any of the names of characters, or the names of alien races, or traits thereof, or the different kinds of ships, or what. Like I don't know how much of that makes it into this game. Maybe none of it makes it into this game. Maybe this is a completely different thing. Like I deliberately avoided like looking at reviews or let's plays or anything. So I don't know what to expect. I also have done minimal fiddling with the settings, so I'm not sure how playable it's going to be as is. I might have to mess around with the settings once I get into it. We'll see. Hopefully it won't make my processor chug too much or anything. My computer does suck somewhat. I do think it has like 3D rendering in it, as opposed to the original, the two games, which didn't, like is all like purely 2D game. We'll see. But yeah, that opening cutscene showing this United Earth thing going on, it didn't make any reference to the the Alliance of Free Stars from the first two games, which is an alliance of 7 alien races that that the game was about, where they're fighting against another alliance of 7 other alien races, which were bent on enslaving people, or rather, one race that was enslaving them, and 6 races of they're slaves. they were fighting each other. Yeah, I don't know if that. I don't know if any of that's going to factor into this, or it's going to be completely own thing. But we'll find out.
We believe this is an alien transmission.
And this is originating from where exactly?
It's local. Triton.
Recall the captain. Tell him that he's needed.
He's still on administrative leave from the incident.
That no longer matters. He's the only one qualified to command the prototype Vindicator.
Vindicating. Rank captain name Alan Bradley? Oh, okay. Can rename myself? I'm gonna go with Tormuse. Did I just hear someone knock at the door? Hold that thought. Okay, yeah, sorry about the interruption there. Someone's at the door. It's not important. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna call myself Tormuse just because. Shoot, hold on a second. Yeah, sorry. Just getting doors, touching doorknobs sets off my OCD. I had to wash my hands. Anyway, can I actually move this around here? No? Okay, it's just for show. HL3, is that reference to Half-Life or something? Sins 2? These topical references or something? Anyway, okay, let's continue. Yeah, the I can change the name of the ship too. Vindicator was the name of the ship in the remake of Star Control 2. It's been remade a couple times over the years. Anyway, Captain Tormuse, you have been recalled to duty. Please report to the UES Vindicator for high priority mission. Commander Skyla will be waiting your arrival. Mission difficulty, normal. Let's go with expert. That's also how I roll. Admiral Lee G. It might be a mistake going for expert when I've never played the game before. What the hell? I'll adjust it if it seems necessary. That's neat. Now, when I see rings, rotating rings like that, I think is this are those for purpose of centrifugal force, which creates artificial gravity, or?
The crew and supplies should be coming over to you shortly, Captain. Time to get started. Star Control is ordering you to travel to Triton and investigate the alien radio signal that's originating there.
Okay, received First Officer Carey. And 100 crew, apparently. Okay, I've got some dialogue going on here. We know about this radio signal does supersede our mission to investigate the Lex sites. So we do have a mission to investigate the Lex sites, and this is something different. Let's ask about if it supersedes their mission, I guess.
Not entirely. Their departure is the whole reason we have a Star Control in the first place. Your mission to Triton takes priority, but if you do discover anything concerning the Lexites, you should tell us right away.
Do we know why? Well, hypothetically, if I'm hitting this mission, should I already know this? I guess this is just benefit for the benefit of the audience. Anyway, do we know why the Lexites left? Do we know where they went? Are the Lexites dangerous? So, well, let's ask about them. Sure. Do we know where they went?
After they left Earth in 2085, we know they set up on the moon for a short while, but that was just a staging area. So they're out there somewhere.
Yeah, this is one of the issues I took with Star Control 3, by the way. That a lot of the dialogue was about things that you should obviously already know, and it's just recapping for the audience, but it's presented in a really weird way. Star Control 2, it actually made sense for the main character to not know things, because the main character of that story was sort of like fish out of water thing. Like, he grew up not knowing anything about Star Control or whatever. So, oh well. Anyway, yeah, this is a bit of a weird way to deliver exposition to the audience, but we'll roll with it. Do we know why they left?
No idea. For post-humans, or whatever they call themselves, they sure didn't talk about themselves as much as us original versions like to. We've combed over their facility on the moon, hoping to find some hints, but haven't found anything. They never seemed to be upset with us, or expressed any great unhappiness with their situation on Earth. Which is maybe surprising, considering some of the abuse they took.
Oof.
My theory? They got bored with us. Bored with human affairs. Maybe bored of our smell.
Okay, so these are the questions I already asked. Are the Lexites dangerous? Sure.
Well, they're essentially human, so yes. But even during the chaos of their exodus, when they were stealing our launch craft, they went to great lengths to avoid harming anyone.
Interesting.
Still, they obviously have access to technology we've never even contemplated. If you do run into them, be careful, Captain.
Okay, that's cool. So it's a neat little setup for the story. Okay.
Sure, Captain.
So what do you know about the radio signal?
It's just a series of regular pulses at 1.42 gigahertz. That's the hydrogen line, in case you've forgotten your radio astronomy. Some very excitable men in glasses are pretty sure if aliens ever try contacting us, they'll do it on that frequency.
Ah.
They are substantially less certain why aliens might be on one of Neptune's moons, though.
Okay, so in this, I don't know, call it alternate universe of Star Control, basically they've never encountered aliens before, is what I'm hearing from this. And that alien from the opening cutscene did not resemble any aliens from the original 2 games, so I guess this is like a totally different continuity. Anyway, yeah, Triton. I was trying to remember which planet that was a moon of. It's Neptune's moon, so it's like the 8th planet in the solar system. So sometimes in the 9th, 20 years out of every 248 or something like that, assuming you count Pluto as a moon, which I know as a planet. I mean, I know officially Pluto isn't considered a planet anymore, but when I was a kid, Pluto was considered a planet. Sorry, that was just random little trivia there. Like, Pluto doesn't have a completely circular orbit. It actually goes inside Neptune's orbit for 20 years out of every 200 something. You know, anyway, just rambling now. That's what I do.
Scan its surface from orbit. If you find the signal, send one of your ship's landers down to the surface to examine it further. If it is an alien, you are ordered to not die and tell us right away.
Ordered to not die. Great. That's a bit of Star Control 2's humor there. Should I attempt to make contact with the alien? But otherwise it's safe to die. Okay. Yeah, should I make contact? That's a good question.
If you believe it's safe to do so, yes. Just please be careful, Captain.
Yeah, that opening sequence made a reference to me being on leave after an incident. I'm guessing at some point we're going to find out what that incident was. Is there some special reason I'm being sent on this mission instead of someone who isn't on leave? If I select this again...
You've already forgotten how to captain a starship, Captain? That's not a good sign. What do you want to know?
Oh, hey. Here we go. Well, your snark aside, this is... I do want a bit of a tutorial, so go ahead.
You use your thrusters to fly forward and steer. Knowing your fondness of old computers, you probably have configured your maneuvering thrusters to be the left and right cursor keys, and thrust will be the up key. Braking maneuvers typically require you to turn the entire ship around and thrust in the opposite direction. That's the basics, at least. If you want to refresh your combat maneuvering skills, you can visit the training facility at Ceres as well.
Oh, yeah?
Your ship's computer will automatically put the ship into a safe orbit of any planet in the solar system once you get close enough to it. Scanning the planet from orbit will reveal items and resources of interest, as well as potential landing zones you can send your landing craft to. We have limited resources here right now, Captain. We used up a lot rushing the construction of that vessel. If you find raw materials on any worlds in the system, you can return with them here. We'll calculate what they're worth and present this to you as resource units, or RU. You can use RU to purchase new components for your ship.
Yeah, that sounds pretty standard. It sounds very similar to Star Control 2.
Hope that helps, Captain.
And this dialogue system is very much like Star Control 2. I mean, this is looking decidedly more 3D with like the animated 3D character compared to Star Control 2, which had like it wasn't a static image; it was animated, but it was just 2D. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Okay, I'll get started. I think that's.
Star Control has accelerated the construction of our new modular deep solar system vessel specifically for this mission. It's the fastest, most expensive ship humanity has ever made, Captain. Try not to lose it.
I'll try to try not to. I won't try, or I won't lose it.
It's also equipped with our latest resource collection landers, which I would encourage you to make heavy use of. We used up a lot of materials to make that thing. If we want to make any more Vindicator-class vessels, we're going to need you to collect the resources to do it. Looks like you've got everything stowed away now, Captain. You're all set. Good luck, and please, hurry. There are a lot of people down on Earth anxious to find out what's going on.
Okay. Alright, DLC detected Earth Rising Chapter 4 Earth Rising is enabled. Okay. Alright, I positioned my webcam image in the upper right corner because I wasn't sure what corner to put it in, but it says 20 September 2088 in the corner here. Oh, question mark, what does that do? Oh, okay. Oh, hey. Achievement unlocked the Codex? Okay. Geez. Okay, it looks like there's lots of reading to do. Okay, how much is here? Okay, well, we'll read this at least. Not long after the Lexites left Earth, the most powerful nations agreed to a new alliance. Under the auspices of the United Nations, a new scientific and military space-based organization was established, Star Control. Our mission statement is the following: to rebuild and re-establish humanity's presence in space, to further humanity's scientific understanding and technological prowess, to maintain a defensive force able to deal with any outside threat to humanity's existence, and to find out what ultimately became of the Lexites. Funding for Star Control is provided by a massive international fund, as well as private investment from various innovators, including Darius Robotics and Sora Niston Dynamics. While we have no shortage of people, sources of the rare elements required for rebuilding our space fleet are now somewhat constrained. Star Control is also expected to become self-sufficient in securing resources from other planets within our solar system and asteroid belt. It's cool. Yeah, it's another thing that just... It isn't a great fit compared to Star Control 2. You didn't have access to Earth, so that's why you had to, mine other planets and stuff. I mean, okay, fine. Earth just ran out of resources, I guess. We'll just roll with that explanation. Founding of Star Control? Ancient galactic history. Wait, okay. Ancient galactic history. All of this has happened before. The galaxy has been home to massively powerful civilizations almost since the time it could properly be called a galaxy. Within the region closest to Earth, the most prominent and recent of these is a group of aliens commonly called the Precursors. Okay, so we're bringing the Precursors into the mix. That's something that was predominant in Star Control 1, 2, and 3. These powerful and curious beings departed either from these stars or existence entirely, approximately 200,000 years ago. Much of this period remains a mystery to Star Control, and while our mission is currently more contemporary in nature, we advise all captains... Sorry, I got distracted by my phone. Missed call? Okay, I think it was spam. Never mind. Sorry. Currently more contemporary nature, we advise the captains to seek out any information they can find on this era. Whoever these precursors were, their impact is still felt long after the disappearance, and the more we learn about them, the greater our advantage will be. Information about the singularity. In 2030, so that would be 58 years ago, since this is 2088 now, humanity saw something amazing occur. The first truly artificial general intelligence was born, a creation born of the Promethean Corporation, an information technology monolith owned and run by two of the Lexites. Okay. A group of technologists that had become something like rock stars in their field. Shortly thereafter, the HEI merged with one of its own creators in a bid to understand humanity. As the years followed, more AGIs were born, and more humans began to merge their minds with machines. Oh, interesting. In time, these beings became something else, neither man nor machine, but post-human entities, which took on the name of their progenitors, simply the Lexites. Okay, so they're cyborgs. They're not purely AI. For decades to come, these beings would coexist with the many billions of humans that remained flesh and blood. Their presence equal parts welcomed and feared. One of the advantages born from the Lexites was the creation of a fully automated economy, manual labor made redundant by the technological gifts the post-humans imparted. Okay, cool. Nice world building going on here. Civilization. Oh, hey, isn't this that guy from the opening cinematic there? The Scribe Imperium. Okay, so we have met aliens then. The Scribe were one of the last races to belong to the faction of 8, and are widely known to have despised it for its cruelness and decadence. Hoarding spelled without an A for some reason, advanced weapons for themselves, the Scribe destroyed all other members of the faction, and in its place created a more open, benevolent system where young civilizations would be allowed to develop naturally on their own terms. Something changed over the course of millennia, and the Scribes slowly became less and less tolerant of the races underneath them. They do not admit this, though, and as they are generally unwilling to share their own historical records with their aliens, how this change came to be is as yet unexplained. Okay. So there is another alien race. The last race belonged to the faction of 8. So they're... is this another rights thing? Is the faction of 8 supposed to be like the Alliance of Free Stars and they like just arbitrarily destroyed all the other races or something? But Earth is part of the Alliance, so I don't know what that's about. This might just be a completely different continuity, and that has nothing to do with it. But whatever. Faction of 8. What has this got to say about it? Gone but not forgotten, but also still very What was it? Why is that cut off there? I can't click on it to read the rest of that line there. Also, still very did nobody play test this game? Did nobody proofread this? Is that intentional as a joke or something? Anyway, a minor meta-civilization that arose in this area following the departure of the precursors. 8 individual civilizations of approximately equal power band together, and for unclear reasons began eliminating other civilizations so that only 8 would ever exist. This, and there's absent period for some reason, this eventually took the form of ritualized trials, where the rise of any young civilization triggered a fight for its existence with one of the current members of the 8 also fighting for their existence. The faction disappeared from power right around the rise of the Scribe Empire. How this occurred and why are still as yet unknown to us. Still, it is possible some traces of the 8 remain, and with it, opportunity to locate new technologies and maybe even allies. Okay, so the faction of 8 is an ancient civilization that followed after the precursors, and they're all gone now, except maybe the Scribe Imperium, who are secretive. That's the summary I'm getting from this. Jazero's folly? Another small step for man, also a step too far. After multiple successful landings on the planet, a permanent Martian base was proposed to begin the process of colonizing the world. In 2041, the fabricated units were sent to a site near Jezero crater, scouted during one of the previous missions. The crater itself was likely formed from a lake from the red planet's geological history. Continuing research of sediment layers may yet have proven the existence of ancient life. Ancient life on Mars, eh? Unfortunately, what was supposed to be the foothold for a new and brave world became humanity's greatest disaster in space. Only 47 days into the initial mission, a solar flare was detected. While this had little effect on the Martian outpost itself, the flare greatly disrupted several facilities in low Earth orbit used for staging resupply vehicles to support the Martian colony. With the assistance of the Lex sites, most facilities in LEO were able to recover. Sorry, LEO? Facilities in low Earth orbit. Okay. Most facilities in low Earth orbit were able to recover, but too late to save the Martian colony. Oh, that sucks. They just really were not self-sufficient, were they? A lack of expected supplies, failing equipment, and actual revolt from some of the base personnel resulted in the eventual deaths of all but 4 pioneers in the mission's original 200. Yikes. What became known as Jazero's folly would dissuade future attempts to colonize worlds other than Earth for decades to come. Yikes, okay. So they tried to colonize Mars, and then solar flare disrupted their supply lines, and well, I mean, like, how long were they without supplies? Like, I wonder. Like, I would hope that, I mean, if you're gonna build a colony on another planet, like, make it as self-sufficient as possible. Oh well. Anyway, the Exodus, the single largest upload in history. Is this referring to the like sites? Control of humanity's entire. Oops, hold on. Why is this? Scroll to the top. Thank you. Even now, we are not entirely sure what happened with the Lex sites in 2085. 2085. Oh, this is 3 years previously. Okay, so this is very recent then. Okay, so that's why this is just all, like, Star Control is all starting up very suddenly, very quickly now. Anyway. 2085. We know the effect, but the method and full implications of how the Lexites managed to usurp near total control of humanity's entire space presence are still unclear to us. Okay, so they basically, not only did they escape Earth, but they basically sabotaged Earth's ability to follow them. Like, they were, they intended to make good their escape and not have anyone follow them, basically. So this scrambling to build the Vindicator, this is really what was Earth's first opportunity to get back out there. Anyway, No matter the nation, military, or civilian ownership, every space vehicle and satellite was somehow subverted and commandeered by the Lexites. By this point in our history, we knew the Lexites had evolved to a point of relative godhood from the perspective of us flesh and blood humans. As their processing capacity increased, their interest in us seemed to wane. Although rumors persist on a dark net of warnings and arguments between the Lexites and human leaders, there's never been any official confirmation. Whatever the reason was, the Lexites clearly decided to take things into their own incorporeal hands. Incorporeal hands? What, they don't have hands? I thought they were cyborgs. They were like half human, half machine. Why are their hands incorporeal? I don't get it. Or are they a mix of like cyborgs and pure AI? I don't know. Anyway, the entire event was bloodless, but they did strip every nation of its space-based assets, bar for communication satellites. At first, the Lexites traveled to the moon and established a temporary presence there, evidently as a staging area to be used before a greater trip elsewhere in the solar system. Since that day, we have not heard or seen any sign of the Lexites. We are not even sure if they still maintain a presence in the system, or if they instead embarked upon some great interstellar voyage to Alpha Centauri or another star. Following this dramatic exodus, the UN put strict controls on the creation of new artificial general intelligences. AGI. That's what AGI stands for. Okay, so that's the exodus. Sapient? Taiwan? Okay, so there are other aliens, I guess. Not the worst. The Taiwan are a carbon-based life form extant in our local region of space with many similarities to mollusks. Okay. They have 4 arm-like appendages, none of which are evidently used for propulsion, and ever-present oozing sap to their persons. Taiwan appear to be highly intelligent and sociable creatures, though perhaps in need of some social coaching? Okay. Okay, I mean, this description of like the whole exodus and thing and stuff, like it refers to like the Lexites going to other planets. Like everything up to this point is talking about stuff happening within our solar system. All of this implies that it has never occurred for humanity to leave and travel to other solar systems. So where the heck do these guys come from? Like, are they from within our solar system, or are they from Earth, or are they? It says our local region of space. Like, how local are we talking about? Are they from within the solar system or another solar system? Like this like I was just coming to terms with, okay, all right, we're rebooting this alternate version of star-controlled events. All right, okay, so humanity hasn't met any aliens before. They have evidence of these other 8 races which used to live around, and they have this evidence of the precursors, which are even older, but they've never actually left their solar system before. It's like, okay, all right, I got it. And then it shows this, and I'm like, what? Wait, what? I'm sorry. World building fail. I don't understand. Like, have we met other alien races? Have we traveled to other solar systems? So many questions. I thought I was figuring this out, and now, oh well. Anyway, Earthling. I guess that's us. Human after all. Yeah, that's the other thing in Star Control 1 and 2. All humans are referred to as Earthlings. Anyway. Most spacefaring lifeforms in the galaxy have a tendency to refer to themselves by their homeworld's name, and as such, we have similarly adapted to begin referring to our own species, humans or Homo sapiens, as Earthlings. Earthlings are primates belonging to the hominina subtribe, bipedal and walking with an erect locomotion. They are highly dexterous and possess a natural aptitude for tool use. Combined with highly complex language skills, this has led to our species' relative dominance on Earth. Humans are very adept at using symbolic communication, using their hands and making expressive facial motions. Unfortunately, this expressiveness might impede certain first contact scenarios, so we advise captains to minimize their emotiveness. I like your hair. I like the two-tone hair look. So I just wanted to mention that. Anyway, Scribe. voted most likely to commit genocide. The Scribe appear to be large carbon-based life forms with a centaur-like body. It has been difficult to get much information beyond this due to their propensity for ceremonial armor as well as more urgent reasons. Well said. Okay. Database lookups. Oh my goodness, there's... okay, I mean, this... Hopefully, reading through this isn't boring. I mean, it's interesting to me. I'm like, I want to learn about the backstory for this new in-game universe here, because this is kind of interesting. Documentation, fun facts, planetology, technology. I'm just getting an idea. Like, how much is there to read through here? Red giants, big, almost too big. A red giant is the giant star. Maybe I'll skim through this and edit it out unless I see something really interesting. Okay, so I just finished reading the description of the various kinds of stars. It's boring, nerdy stuff. It is actually interesting, I mean, relevant to the game story stuff. Scribe Sector, the sector with Scribe in it. The immediate sector of space containing both Earth and several other spacefaring civilizations. It is referred to by many as the Scribe Sector, named after the empire which has dominated the region in its recent history. Okay, so several other spacefaring civilizations. So we have made contact with other aliens. Okay, good to know. And Orion Spur. This might spur your interest. Orion Spur is a minor spiral arm of our galaxy, some 3,500 light-years across and 10,000 light-years in length. It is home to our own local interstellar neighborhood with thousands of stars and many potentially habitable worlds. Its full name is the Orion Cygnus Arm. Okay, so 3,500 light-years. So we've discovered faster than light travel, basically. I mean... These are questions. Since this is a total reboot, I like these are questions I'd like answered. Like, have we traveled outside of our system? Yes. The answer is apparently yes. Apparently, we have some means of fast and light travel. Like, this has not been stated so far, so I'm trying to go into this without any assumptions. Like in Star Control 2, there was hyperspace that he goes into this other dimension in order to travel to other systems or whatever. I don't know if this game has something similar or what. But anyway, mid-spur. Within the Orion Spur is the mid-spur, a relative cavity in the arm's interstellar medium, sometimes referred to as the local bubble. It is approximately 8,000 parsecs, or 26,000 light-years from the center of the galaxy. Okay. Is a parsec longer than a light-year? I can't say I knew how far a parsec is, admittedly. Anyway, that's everything in the astronomy field. Documentation. Wormholes. Let's follow Alice and see where this goes. The usual consequence of regular hyperdrive use is the creation of dimensional eddies that spawn short-range and short-lived wormholes in interstellar space. While normally of no practical use for any civilization with a hyperdrive, these unusual anomalies do have some tactical use in combat situations. Wormholes will appear in combat as blue glowing points. Note this is an effect of the tactical interface, and as they are in reality quite invisible to the naked eye. They travel both ways, although a short delay is needed between each use. Beware that wormholes can also convey certain weapons and other objects. Okay. This is space combat. This is seems like a gameplay thing. Expect wormholes to appear from time to time, I guess. Fleet battles. Star Control personnel are encouraged to practice combat simulations in a VR module we call Fleet Battles. When you enter the Fleet Battles, you'll be presented with options to play against an AI opponent, single player, or local match. Set up your own custom. Okay, yes. Sounds like a description of melee. I mean, in the original Star Control is called melee. In Star Control 2 is called super melee, where you can pit any ship against any ship. She's feeling. Okay, I'll just edit this out. Okay, so I just finished reading through all of everything in the documentation section. Basically, there's a lot. This game is borrowing a lot from Star Control and Star Control 2. In terms of the way flight and combat acts, how you like you can have some thrust and your ship will continue to drift in that trajectory unless it's affected by like the gravity of nearby planets or whatever. So you have to be mindful of that. Apparently there are salvage that you can collect. There's little prizes you can get that give you extra fuel or crew or whatever. Okay, that's new. Get the blue shells. And Mario Kart reference. So yeah, this is a lot of the same. Just talking about all that stuff. This is interesting. There's references to nebulae, which drain your energy. That's a new thing. The landers, that's just like basically lifted from Star Control 2. You land on planets to collect resources. Apparently you can, and yeah, there are various hazards. Interestingly, apparently you can land your whole ship as well as the landers. That's a new thing. And the lander can apparently pick up loose things in the ground, or it can like break things open to collect the resources inside. So that's different. The hyper gates. This is so I guess these sound like checkpoints for fast travel, basically. Like if you find a precursor starbase, you can instantly teleport to another precursor starbase. That's what it sounds like from this description here. Yeah, and you can rebuild your ship with different modules. That's also Star Control standard Star Control 2 fare. Managing your fleet, that sounds a lot like Star Control 2 as well. This is interesting though. If you receive a free ship and it doesn't fit in your fleet, it goes back to the nearest starbase and waits for you there. That's a change from Star Control 2, where normally if someone attempts to give you a free ship and you don't have room for it, you just lose it. Yeah, talk about trading and stuff. Camera controls, basically talking about various ways of controlling things. This is saying that when you go into hyperspace, there's a little mini map in the upper right corner, which probably means I need to move this webcam image. Oops. I'll figure out what's a better place for it later on, maybe. What does UES stand for anyway? United Earth something? I don't know. Find out at some point, I guess. But yeah, it's talking about dialogue options and stuff. What else do we got? Yeah, so this section is basically just extra stuff, like reasons to fear humanity. We have nukes, like a lot of nukes. Like you wouldn't believe how many nukes we have. You might think you have a lot of fused bottle caps. That is nothing compared to how many nukes we have. Just general tips about, be nice to new aliens, and being mindful about what planets look like, because some are more hostile than others. And this is curious. If you go really, really amazingly stupidly fast in hyperspace, you enter ultraspace, which is a lot like hyperspace, just a little more ultra. Hyperspace bypasses were outlawed for leaving one too many unquestioned answers. Okay. If you left the gas on, it's already too late and the bill will be astronomical. Well, I mean, Star Control 2 did have a hyperspace beyond hyperspace kind of thing. That might be a bit of a spoiler. But yeah, I don't know. Let's move on. Okay, so this is just talking about the different kinds of worlds. You can acidic, the Goldilocks zone. Just talking about various different kinds of worlds you may encounter. I love this, Rocky, the last sequel. Yeah, the style of humor and your references are kind of funny. Another one I neglected to mention in the Ship to Ground Landing, Following with Style, Toy Story reference there. There's just one last category to read through here. Okay, so I finished reading through all this, and I'm glad I'm deciding to edit this out, because a lot of this is just a lot of rambling technobabble, which is just so unimportant. Okay, the upshot of the stuff is, okay, there's hyperwave transceiver. They're talking about you can there's technology which allows you to communicate while you're in hyperspace, like communicate with Starbase and so on. Okay, cool. Little is known about hyperspace and how it works, but it works with by displaying 3D space as a 2D field, and you can travel through space faster. Okay, fine. Interestingly, like ludicrous speed code, like the Spaceballs reference. Anyway, there's a, I don't remember where it says it now, but there's a, our scientists and engineers are struggling to understand the basic principles, let alone reverse engineer the hyperdrive module. So humanity did not build the hyperdrive module. They don't know how the technology works. It's provided by the Taiwan. You know, those mollusk-like people. So there's a bit of world building. Like I'm looking through these things because I'm interested in the world building. You know, figuring out what's the nature of this you know, in-game world, this galaxy, whatever. That's all. What it's all about. I'm just trying to scan this and highlight the points of interest. This ship was expected to launch in 2090, not 2088. So we're launching it 2 years early, presumably because of this Triton signal. This one goes to 11 Spinal Tap reference. Is just technobabble about the fuel uses. Art of min-maxing is just a little role-playing game term there. It's talking about the modular, so you can mix and match different modules in your ship to get different effects. This is just this is just more technical. I'm glad they included little details like this. I mean, it's neat to have little extraneous background details which aren't really relevant to the plot, but just help the game world feel a little more lived in. But I'm feeling like this recording is dragging, so I'm not going to go into all of it. And this is just giving details about the planet lander. Apparently, it can jump, but not yet. I need to find something that enables me to make it jump. Anyway, okay, so that's the codex. What else is here? Here. There's a sector map. Hey, this feels familiar. Tau Ceti, Procyon, Sirius A. Okay, so this, it looks a lot like the star map from Star Control 2. Everything's in a different place though. And there's some names I don't recognize. Like there's some of these stars I do recognize as being from the from Star Control 2. But yeah, this is neat. Najmanowicz? It is okay. Anyway, whoops, I didn't mean to close that. Sorry, come back. Okay, so I got the sector map. I've got my objectives: investigate the mysterious radio signal originating on Triton. Captain's log. Star Control's ordered us to investigate the signal originating from the surface of Triton. We should head there right away. Okay, fine. Fleet status. Oh, hey. So I can hold 14 ships in my fleet, I guess. Lander modules. Okay. Okay. Instead of laying them out actually on the ship, you just have them in this thing up here. What's this? Propulsion? EM drive Mark 1, the fastest engine humanity ever built. Hawking thruster. This thruster lets us point our ship in the direction we want it. Great stuff all around. Hey, there's my first officer, Carrie, expert on landing operations in planetary environments, weapon systems. Basic nuke. Does your basic nuclear device limited speed homing abilities? Okay, so we've got homing nuclear missiles. All right. Oh, neat. So I have the basic nuke as my primary weapon, and there's no secondary. I'm reading this. Can I click on this to? So I'm guessing these green dots represent my crew. And can these be like reorganized? Maybe I need different equipment to reorganize them. But everything's really low, basically. My acceleration, turn rate, top speed, range, recharge rate. It's all low. Presumably I need to add more modules to this in order to... Can I click on these? What happens if I click on them? Can I talk to Carrie? No? Can I move him? Nope. Okay. Alright, manifest. What have we got here? Mission items. Okay, nothing. I've got 2 landers, looks like. Star Control's vehicle of choice for resource retrieval, planetary exploration. Highly vulnerable to radiation, caustic chemicals, extreme temperatures, notorious for its lack of life support and safety features. Uh-oh. So we have 1,000 resource units. Oh, hey, can we get stuff with those resource units? 1,000 fuel. The scaling of fuel units must be different from Star Control 2, because 1,000 in Star Control 2, you never have 1,000 fuel. Like, not ever. Like, 100 is already enough to cross the entire game map, basically. Anyway, you should operate your ship. If you run out of crew, you're dead. Cargo, gas elements, solid. Okay, so critters, so you can capture life forms, I guess. So 2,000 free space, okay. But yeah, these resource units interest me. Can I make adjustments to my ship? It said in the codex I can push E to communicate. Like, can I? Ooh, I don't like how it continued turning after I released the button. So I can push E to hail.
Captain, you survived.
Was that a concern?
Not anymore, it isn't.
Eh.
But tell me, Captain, what did you find out on Triton?
Uh-oh. Well, I haven't been there yet. There was some ice, there's a whole mess of space, so much space. Wait, I didn't try clicking on these buttons. What do these do? Okay, so there's a log there.
Not anymore, it isn't.
And this is just repeats
But
what
tell
it
me,
was.
Captain, what did you find out on Triton? Did you take your lander down to explore its surface?
Not as such, no.
You were sent out there to find the source of that mysterious radio signal. And you didn't. Are you proud of yourself? Do you think you've done a good job today?
Maybe I'll go have a closer look at Triton.
Well, it's good that you're volunteering, Captain. Because we're also ordering you to.
Yeah, resupply. Thank you. This is what I'm not here for your sass. I'm here to resupply and maybe add modules or something.
Oh? Like what?
I don't feel no. We lost quite a few landers. Just like to upgrade the ship. Yeah.
Not satisfied with the way we set it up for you, Captain? Unfortunately, things are a little tight around here. We've used up almost every resource we had making that ship of yours.
Okay, fine.
Even making payroll has been challenging. I have not been too popular around here lately. Return here with any resources you find on your travels. We'll use advanced space accounting practices to determine what we can build with them. This will all be presented to you as resource units, or RU, which you can then exchange for fuel or other supplies.
Okay, so I was worried that I wasn't going to have access to this. I thought maybe I was getting railroaded and said, okay, you have to do the Triton thing before I can do anything else. Fine. But no, okay. So manage fleet. Can I actually build other ships to add to the fleet? What happens if I click recruit? Available to recruit to your fleet. So there's nobody available. Okay, so I can't actually do anything with that then. Okay, clicking on any of these does not seem to do anything. Okay, so I guess I can't actually build any ships. Alright, fine. I mean, I don't expect to be able to build them right now anyway, but I just want to find out what my options are. How about outfit? Aha! Limited speed and homing abilities. Space is a scary place. Weapons will enable you to secure it back. Haha. Sensors. Oh, neat. See your surrounding blade. Hopefully, if you're helpful if your surroundings want to kill you. Yeah, okay, so I can't actually specials. Oh, hey, here we are. So I don't have enough resources, but it's nice to know what my options are. AI Fleet Coordinator. If artificial intelligence systems allow fleet battles to be automatically controlled. Oh, screw that. I want to fight the battles myself. No, but it increases turning speed, battle acceleration, fleet-wide battle speed. I don't want to automatically control them. I still want to control it myself. Trajectory correction can be if the captain just can't land right. This thing will do its best to land for you. Satisfaction guaranteed, not a guarantee. Aha. So in addition to the nuke, I have the option of getting point defense lasers. Or, well, it says point defense. I automatically said point defense lasers because that's what it's called in the Earthling Cruiser in Star Control 1 and 2. But it is a laser, so there you go. And there's an advanced nuke? More advanced nuclear missile with improved tracking and range. Okay. So, okay. So I know there's like a primary and secondary fire, which normally is like your primary weapon and special ability in the previous games. Hyperspace engines, I don't have any options there. Crew quarters. Your crew will die on occasion. This is regrettable, but such is life. Here's where you keep spares. Wow. It costs 2,000 for. Oh, I guess that's sort of standard. Anti-gravity thrusters, specialized maneuvering jets which allow landers to become airborne for a short time. Okay, these are the jump jets they talked about. So yeah, I can build jump jets. That's about it. It looks like. Presumably, I'm going to get other options later on in the game. Hawking thruster. Okay. So I can't actually get anything right now, but I just want to get a feel for what my options are, like I said. Can I talk to him? What's the purpose of like highlighting his expert lander operations in planetary environments? Okay. I kind of wondered if having him there like does something for me. You have no cargo we want to buy. Oh, I can buy items. Aha! So I can buy more landers. Supplementary memo? Pan 8 supplementary research memo on Rainbow Worlds? Oh, okay. But I need 30 radioactives in order to buy it? 300 RUs plus 5 gold? Scribe Archive? Huh. Ooh, I can buy like lore stuff. I can get the personal log of the Scribe guy. Scribe threat response. External war summary. Scribe threat report. Taiwan chum crunch. Analysis and discussion of the long-term friend-making potential collapse by Chief Science Mollusk Imdiar. So each of these has an RU cost plus some other resource costs. Gold, platinum, gold, silver, uranium, platinum, antimatter. Ooh. Am I gonna have to make choices whether to, like if I find antimatter, decide if I'm gonna convert to resource units or not? Interesting. Okay. What's this? What's this? Two landers. Oh, right. Okay. Huh. Okay.
Is there anything else?
More things. No, we'll get back to work.
Good luck, Captain.
All right. Okay, so like I'm tempted to just go exploring and stuff and visit other planets and like see what's on the moon. I bet I can find the Lexite stuff on the moon. Oh yeah, can I? Hold on. Should probably save the game. That's what I should do. Create new save. Create new save. Save. Whatever. I'll just. Okay, so there's Mars there. We want to go to the 8th planet, Neptune, and then find its moon. I'm guessing that's Saturn there. Hold on. My very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas. Or just served us nachos if you don't count Pluto as a planet. That's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. Well, I guess there's the asteroid belt, then Jupiter. Just serves. So that's Saturn. So that's Uranus. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so they did include Pluto? Is this Pluto over here? I see Neptune and Triton at the top there. Oh, I think I'm. Oh, I'm using up fuel. Oh shoot. Okay. Not very much fuel. The Codex did say that you use more fuel when you're in hyperspace. Regardless, I guess I should go over to Triton like I'm supposed to. Let's get this thing going. Oh, does that say Viniligus? What? Should I just fly into the planet, or should I try communicating with it first? Vinilicus class. Oh, I can point at it. So it's a frozen planet, minus 235 degrees Celsius. That's very close to absolute zero. Yeah. I guess I can just fly into it? I'm not gonna like crash into it by doing that. Okay.
Captain, we've located the source of the radio signal. It looks like there's a crashed ship down there. We should take a lander down to investigate.
Okay. Landing zone found. Items of interest: unidentified object, minerals, ammonia, and nitrous oxide. Hey, they got laughing gas. One of the less exciting gases, but it's laughing gas. N2O. Anyway, it's very cool. I think it's how cold is liquid nitrogen? Because that's around that temperature, isn't it? I think that's colder than liquid nitrogen. Like this is very frickin' cold. This is so cold that Earth's atmosphere would liquefy. Anyway, let's launch the lander. Okay. Boost, shift, exit, escape. Okay, so escape is my panic button for leaving in a hurry, I guess. Oh, hold on, don't go away yet. I wanted to. So I can reverse. That's new. Boost, shift, which I don't have. Oh, maybe I do have the option. Okay, all right. So how do I do? Can I fire by? No. Okay. Alright, okay, I'm figuring this out. Like, what happens if I, Okay, that's neat. I thought Q and E? I want to change these controls. Hold on a second. No, crap. I pushed escape and it... Hold on. Yeah. Whatever. Just because I'm, used to it from my Doom days. The strafe buttons. Where'd the strafe buttons go? Lander, strafe, left and right. Just comma and period. Lander, jump, space. Okay. Might want to change that. The Lander does have the ability to, like, shoot and stuff, doesn't it? Or maybe it doesn't. Yeah, maybe that's something I need to add later. It does in Star Control too. I don't know about space. Might redefine these later. I can't jump yet anyway. So I think it looked like it used up 10 fuel to launch the fighter, or the lander, I mean. Does it say somewhere... Frozen. Does it say somewhere how much fuel it uses? I have 984 fuel now. Yeah, pushing spacer doesn't do anything. There you go, I can strafe. It's kind of neat.
Resource collected. Press tab to view your inventory and fleet status screen.
Woo, more laughing gas. The resources remaining 15 ammonia and 10 nitrous oxide. Is that the sun in the distance there? I'm guessing that square represents the signal source, but I want to pick up the resources first. Because I can. So it says push tab. So there's 17 space taken up out of free 2,000. Is that 2,000 in the ship itself or in the lander? Because I would expect the lander to have limited capacity, right? Does this have mouse? Okay, using the mouse just moves this around. It doesn't actually. Oh, it's the ship. I can see my own ship. That's neat. No resources detected. Okay, so I got it all. Let's see what this source is here. Let's see what this crash ship is all about here. Unidentified object. E to investigate. Okay, I might want to change that control too. What's it loading now? Oh, come on, we're at the point where actually like doing stuff and maybe moving the actual plot along, actually. Why does it have to load? Oh, here we are. Oh, hey.
You actually came.
It's Taiwan
I
Kai.
can't tell you how sweaty we are to see you.
Wow, an alien. You're Tyson. Oh, be nice. Let's go with who are you? Well, I already know because I read the codex.
Your friends? Maybe? I am Chief Viscosity Officer Rindu of the Taiwan.
Windu. I'm a human of Earth.
You think it's nice to meet me? That's a wonderful change from the usual disgust and contempt we receive when meeting new species.
Uh-huh. What are you doing in Triton?
It's a funny story. You'll like it. It starts with these guys called the Scribe. They're the ones who shot us down. They're kind of our friends.
Are they? Why'd they shoot you down then? If people shoot you, they're not really your friends. Yeah, no kidding. Let's start with that.
That makes so much sense when you say it that way. We're actually trying to protect you from the Scribe. We began receiving your radio transmissions about 50 years ago. You're a fascinating species. And because we knew the Scribe would destroy you if they found you, we've been keeping you a secret from them.
Oh, okay.
At least we were, until a few months ago. The Scribe had evidently received traces of your radio broadcasts themselves. They dropped some pretty terrifying hints that they were looking for you.
Uh-oh.
We were on our way here to stall them, which we did, by getting shot down by them. Hence the distress call.
The Taiwan protect us from the Scribe. How about that? Seems like you need more help from us than the other way around. We better get back to Earth to warn them about these Scribe. Well, let's help them first.
That's a fair point. Still, what's a few favors between friends?
Yeah. Not friends. Hey, be nice. What help do you need?
Well, let me explain. The Scribe are looking for you in this area of space. They don't know exactly where you are, but they will find you. Not a lot of humans are going to survive that process. The good news is, we can help you. If you help us first. Most of our systems were squished when we dropped out of hyperspace. Our hyperwave radio was one of them, which is why we had to call for help the old-fashioned way. Also, half of our entire ship fell off.
Ouch.
Now, we might actually be able to repair all that damage, but we will definitely need that other half of our spaceship back.
Huh. You can fix half your ship on. Yeah, this is. I can already see it. Like you're giving some like moral choices here. Like you can help him first, or you can go report him to Earth first. I mean, since this is a distress call, I mean, I think helping him takes priority over reporting him to Earth. I mean, the report to Earth can wait. They'll be just fine. Anyway. You can fix half your ship falling off?
We can? I don't want to bore you with all the little technical details. Simply put, we are really good at our jobs here.
Cool. You look like you're incredibly good at your jobs? This is just mindless compliments? Is this supposed to help build relations with them or something? It just... I mean, I can just mindlessly flatter him, but I think maybe better just move
It
on.
went down on a planet somewhere in your solar system. I'm not sure where precisely. All planets look the same when you're crying.
When you're
Or
crying?
if I had to guess, I'd say it was around one of your larger, bluer worlds. Also, we lost a couple of hyperdrive modules. We'll definitely need those if we want to not starve to death far from home. Those definitely went down somewhere in your inner solar system. I know this is a lot to ask. But finding all of this shouldn't be a problem for a ship with both its halves.
The help you're going to offer us first? We had some questions? Past tense? Why did this shift to past tense suddenly? But I would like to get some more information if
You
possible.
want to learn more about us? I have never been wasted. What do you want to know, best friend?
Aww. Tell us more about the Scribe.
They're the dominant species in this part of the galaxy. Or at least the part of the galaxy we know about. When we first reached the stars, it was the Scribe that met us and forcefully included us into their empire.
Forcefully, so are they one of the 8 factions of the 8, or are they one of the races that the Scribe tried to wipe out, or like, how did that play out? Why would they let you slugs in but not us? How are you protecting us from them?
Because we knew the Scribe would wipe you out if they found you. We've often kept a ship in the area to steer them away if they came by. Don't even bother checking out that yellow star, I would say. Not a great plan, I realize, as I said out loud. But it was never an issue. They actually don't care that much what happens in this neighborhood. Until just recently, anyways.
Why are you protecting us?
Entirely unselfish reasons, you could be sure of that. Honestly, once we started watching your shows and writing fan fiction for your shows, and then taking that fan fiction a bit too far for your shows, we could hardly just sit back and do nothing.
Why would they let you slugs in but not us? I think I want to set a general rule of I want to try to pick dialogue options which sound nicer. This is sort of on the borderline. I'll go with it.
We joined the Empire about 600 years ago.
Huh.
The Scribe have changed a lot since then. These days, they're really more into exterminating new species they encounter.
Just wants to get to know us. You think we beat them in a fight?
No, you can't. As surly as humans are, you are nothing next to the Scribe. Their surliness technology is thousands of years more advanced than yours. You guys don't even know about hyperspace. You haven't a hope fighting them if they find you.
What's hyperspace? Well, I just read about it.
It's just the best thing ever. It's how we travel between the stars. Without hyperspace, it would take you hundreds of years to get to the closest star. Based on your technological development so far, you humans are probably still 100 or so years away from building your own hyperdrive.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, we don't much like talking about them either.
So, I mean, okay, so we've established the conflict in this. The Scribe used to be part of a cooperative union of 8 different races, and for some reason they just started killing people and exterminating all the races. for reasons unknown. That's our main, and they've discovered us. That's our main conflict, or what appears to be our main conflict so far for the story. Used to do again. So you've been spying on us. Tell us more about this Scribe. Been spying on us? I mean, that sounds a little accusatory. Yeah, I'll ask him anyway.
Spying makes it sound so creepy. I mean, it is creepy. It just doesn't have to sound that way. We prefer to call it potential friend oversight.
Yeah, fair enough. That makes it sound creepier. Here's fine. Is we the ones doing the abductions with the probing? Let's not go with more accusations. Why are you spying on us? Well, don't use the word spying. He just said he didn't like the term spying. Whatever.
The Scribe have sort of left us in charge of this part of their empire. Though not in a way which gives us any actual authority. But that is how we found you, about 50 years ago. We thought about contacting you. A lot. But experience has taught us that it's wise not to interfere with aliens before they're ready. Mostly, we just watched your television shows. You're a lot shorter in person. Did you know that?
Okay, you want to ask about something else?
Of course.
I'm going to hold off on accusing him of abductions. I think that's enough questions.
So, will you help?
Help you, yes. We'll help you, yes. Should I contact Earth first? Oh, let's offer to help. Let's offer to help him.
We'll give you so many hugs if you manage to succeed.
Aww. Sounds good. We'll get to it.
Great.
So he said it was an he said it was on a blue-looking planet. Presumably, he's not referring to Earth. So I can push tab to bring us up as well. But I was curious. Okay, so I got ammonia, nitrous oxide, just common gases. Value 1 RU. Okay. Now, if this is anything like Star Control 2, there won't be anything of interest in Neptune because it's a gas giant and it's like no landable surface. Yeah. Weather unstable. Toxicity mild. I mean, it's blue, but oh yeah, I can spin it. And for some reason, that also spins the galaxy in the background too. That's dizzying. Yeah. Incidentally, it did use up 10 fuel each time I landed. But yeah, no landable surface. I guess I can't do anything with that. All right. So where is this blue planet that? Where the rest of the ship parts might have landed? Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at Uranus over there. That's blue. There's a training facility in the asteroid belt, interestingly. Maybe I should pay a visit there. Uranus is also a gas giant. I'll take a look there. Anyway. No landable surface. Let's check out the moons. Miranda. Aha! Unidentified object. So this is a canyon type planet. There's copper. Let's go to the landing zone and let's check this out. That's right. I'm conscious of the fact that I'm going about this rather slowly. I'm just generally trying to get my bearings and stuff. It says copper detector. There it is. There you are. I thought there was supposed to be like a little, mini map on here or something. Like there's a little question mark in the corner there that I can click on to bring up the information about the controls. But there's nothing about over here. Can I just E to investigate? Captain, it looks to be a crashed automobile. No idea how it got out here. We are sending it up to the ship for examination. Received crashed Tesla? Oh, are you kidding? Very funny. So that whole Elon Musk's project reference thing. Anyway, no reason to take it. I think that's everything here. Okay. Guess that's everything here. So does that show up in my inventory? Like, does that crash Tesla? No idea how it got this far out here. Okay. Go away. I'm trying to go around you. Visit Oberon.
Sir, we're detecting an unidentified object on the surface. We may want to send a lander down to investigate.
Mm-hmm. Strontium and calcium compounds. Okay. And yeah, I see the unidentified object there. I'm gonna get it last, because I want to pick up the resources first. Strontium. Oh. Strontium and silicon and silver and samarium and business for lithium, beryllium, and barium. What's with that gulp sound effect? And let's investigate.
This looks like the part of the ship that friendly slug is missing. We'll load that onto the lander now.
Woohoo! No resource detected. Alright. It's a little cumbersome to find the things when there's no mini-map indicating. I just have to sort of travel around randomly until, what the heck is this? Scribe probe. Oh crap.
Scanning. Vessel does not match patterns for any authorized sentient being. EM broadcast detected. Spectrum analysis. Technological development level T3. 2D image in broadcast identified. Processing. Facial edge discrimination does not match known sentience in this sector. You are not a Tyro. Who are you?
Oh boy. No, time on check again. Crap. Okay, so the Scribe have officially found us. And oh darn, maybe we should have reported this to Earth first. Is this gonna have consequences down the line? Let's go with we mean you no harm first. Even though it's not an answer to his question.
Remain where you are. A scribe legate has been notified of your unauthorized existence and is approaching this sector now.
Unauthorized existence.
Hold. Transmission incoming.
Uh-oh.
New orders received. Local fleet probe vessel 0 will clear system of unauthorized organic vessels.
Well, clear system.
Continue to remain where you are.
Okay, well, Preparing ships. Pick your ship. Opponent's fleet, what? Oh. Oh, so I can fight him now? I don't have any ships in my fleet, just my, Okay, limited range. Where did that... Did an asteroid just appear out of nowhere? Oh, screw you. I call shenanigans. Win 600 RU from enemy fleet. Okay. So, 16 people died in that battle, apparently. I'm gonna save it, just cause. Create new save. Let's give it a new name. Met Scribe Probe. So, now I can go back and help Taiwan, or I can go let Earth know that there's an enemy ship coming to destroy us, and suddenly letting them know that a ship is coming to destroy us just jumped up the priority list. So, sorry, Mr. Taiwan, I've already forgotten your name, but I should probably report this to Star Control first.
You're back. How was Triton, Captain?
The ship has been topped up with crew. Oh, interesting. That's an automatic thing, eh? Great, except for being attacked. Yeah, we were just attacked by an alien probe.
You were what?
Fill in the commander on your recent encounter with the alien probe.
Well, that's terrifying. Unauthorized organics? Clear our system? That doesn't sound good. But let's break this down into parts. First, these Taiwan you found on Triton. Our exobiologists have been studying the recordings of your conversation with the alien. Based on their word choice, blinking, and overall clamminess levels, we believe that this one was genuinely in fear for his life. So we've come to a conclusion. We want you to help them.
Okay.
This is too great an opportunity to pass up. Given what you've just told us about this Scribe probe, it sounds like this is a pretty credible threat.
So he's missing like half his ship. Well, I thought I just found the other half of it, or something.
Well, if what this Taiwan says about the Scribe is even remotely true, I think we need to help. The chance to establish friendly relations with an alien civilization is too great to pass up. Especially if they can in any way help us stop a threat to our civilization. Go find the missing parts of their ship, Captain. They should be around here somewhere.
For sure we need to have it's a silly question. Before we go, I'll need to resupply. So, do I have... Oh, I have 1,600 resource units now. Okay, so the stuff I collected got converted to RUs automatically, I guess. So can I... Okay, I can't change my... I can get the AI fleet coordinator. Like, the fact... Like, I don't know about this automatically controlled part, but the fact that it says increased turning speed, battle acceleration, fleet-wide battle speed, that sounds useful. I think I'd like to put point defense in. let's put in the point defense. There you go, secondary point defense. At some point, I'm sure I'll replace the basic nuke with the more advanced one. So that used up all my RUs, so I don't... I mean, I wasn't anything else I could get anyway, so... whatever.
Is there anything else?
Get back to work.
Good luck, Captain.
Okay, so he did say there were two pieces of the ship, right? There was said one was near the blue planet, and what was the other thing he said? Ah, shoot, I've already forgotten. Found the missing. Okay, we found the missing half of the Taiwan ship, but didn't he say there was another piece of it or something? Is it worth visiting other places like the moon, for instance, or should I go help him immediately? I'm gonna help him first, and then I'll maybe I'll visit other planets and moons and stuff. Can I contact him from an orbit, or do I actually have to land again? Do I have to land and use up 10 fuel and find him again in order to talk to him? Is that really the only way I have of talking to him? Like, alright, fine, whatever. It's a little silly, but okay. I'll do it your way.
Our new probable friends came back.
Probable friends.
Did you get everything we need to repair our vessel?
I sure hope so. Just got attacked by a Scribe probe.
You did? That's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell them we were here?
No, but it said some pretty concerning things about clearing our system. Kind of wishing we had. Aw, be nice.
Well, now that sounds extremely not good. Like I said, if you help us repair our ship, we might be able to help you deal with these Scribe. So, have you found everything we need to repair our vessel?
Found some of it.
That's great! That's almost very helpful. There are 3 parts. The part that completely fell off, which we need to live, and the 2 hyperdrive parts. They should be in your solar system somewhere. You want to learn more about us? I have never been moister. What do you want to know?
Why is that funny to me? Okay, maybe I just wanted a reminder of. He said it was once near to.
We lost our hyperdrive modules. They'll be around here too. I know it's a lot, so thanks in advance.
What?
We lost our hyperdrive modules.
Sorry, did I just click on something by mistake there?
They'll be around here too. I know it's a lot, so thanks in advance.
Why is this my only option? There's no. I clicked and then something. I was clicking because I thought maybe I could skip through the dialogue faster. Oh well.
The biggest help I can offer is this. will be your friends.
Aw.
Not just me and my crew. All Taiwan everywhere.
Oh wow, generous.
We'll share technology and explain how the galaxy works. And how to avoid getting killed by the Scribe. We've been not getting killed by the Scribe for a while now. Not that I'm bragging. Okay, I'm bragging a little.
Awesome. Okay.
So you think you can help us now?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Great!
Okay. So, alright, so looking for the other hyperdrive modules. I feel like I want to review the dialogue, because I'm sure, didn't he say, he said one was next to a blue planet and the other was something, I can't remember his exact wording. I was hoping for a clue as to where the hyperdrive parts were, but whatever. Let's visit the other. Let's just go to the inner planets and work our way through them. All right, Mercury.
Captain, this planet is well beyond our ability to land on. We'll need to find some way to improve our lander technology to have a hope of safely exploring the surface here.
Promethium and actinium. Oh, neat. Toxic level 8. 0 levels mitigated. 5.12 deaths per second? Okay. 2 deaths per second? Additional wind force? Okay. It just says deaths per second rather than I mean, in Strike Control 2, like, if you try to land on Mercury, you'll periodically see like flames erupt from the surface, and if you get hit by the flames, then crew on board the lander die. But it looks like this is just reading this is just a steady rate of people dying, which is kind of yikes. Okay, fine. I won't visit Mercury. I'll come back when I have some protection from radiation and heat and stuff. Venus should theoretically be worse. It is in real life anyway.
Captain, this planet is well beyond our ability to land on. We'll need to find some way to improve our lander technology to have a hope of safely exploring the surface here.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, real life Venus is basically, it's just all acid rain all the time. Heat level 8 deaths per second. 2 deaths per second. There's an additional wind force. Okay. Yeah, fine. Okay. So I won't bother visiting Mercury or Venus yet until apparently I'm gonna have to get some kind of upgrade to Ceres training base. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Welcome to Ceres, Captain. This station was designed to test the military capabilities of newly deployed ships, as well as the tactical abilities of command officers. You passed all of this years ago, although we still have test drones available if you want to brush up on your skills.
Sure. Some questions
Then
of my
you've come
ship.
to the right place, Captain. What would you like to know?
Okay, this is
Here
going to
in
be basic
combat,
stuff.
You have two main resources, crew and energy. When you take damage, lives are lost, Captain. Real lives. If you run out of crew, it's game over. When you fire your weapons, they consume energy. Energy is restored over time, but you're still going to want to make every shot count.
Okay, so it's pretty standard compared to, Star Control 2 and 1, 2, and 3. My weapon
Your
systems.
ship is designed to hold two types of weapons. You have your primary weapon and your secondary weapon. For budgetary reasons, the prototype Vindicator class was deployed with only the primary weapon system attached. But what a weapon it is. A guided nuclear missile. Not only does it pack a pretty big punch, it has limited homing capabilities too. With any luck, the nuke will frighten away whatever scared the Lexites off.
Did he say nuclear? Like, come on, it's a nuclear. That's how it's spelled. Anyway. Combat.
During combat, you have two. When you take damage, when you fire your weapons, they
Okay.
consume energy.
Guess I can't skip
Energy
it.
is restored over. No problem, Captain. Can I do anything else for you?
Template yourself?
Captain Aiden Emery at your service. I was actually one of the other candidates considered for command of the Vindicator prototype.
Huh. Yeah, why'd you take
I've
this
always
mission?
been more interested in the scientific side of Star Control than the political. And Captain, I've got a feeling your job is going to be pretty political. And this is a pretty lightly crewed station. Most days, I don't even have to wear pants. Just so you don't feel awkward, I did put on pants before speaking with you.
That's awesome. Yeah, the perks of working from home. It's probably more awkward that you mentioned it. That's terrific news.
Thanks, Captain.
So you're out here alone?
Yep. I've always done okay on isolated assignments. Felt like a good fit. And my family.
Aw.
My wife died a few years ago. Maybe I was searching for something like this.
That's sad. I'm so sorry I lost a cat once. No. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. I've got 2 sons in Star Control as well.
Oh, wow.
So, they keep in touch. No visits, though. But the 268 million kilometer commute might be responsible for that.
Yeah. So why didn't you want to captain the ship?
It's the most expensive ship humanity has ever built, Captain. A lot of people are watching you. That's not for me.
Okay, enough about you.
No problem, Captain. Can I do anything else for you?
I want to run a trial, but first I want to refill my water. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay, let's run a trial.
What sort of trial would you like to run?
Targeting trial, combat trial, throw everything you have at me. I don't want to run a trial. Pick your ship. Okay. Oh, neat! You can. It just. I just. Hey, that's the point of defense lasers in action there. Okay, I guess I have to keep an eye on my energy. How much energy does it? So each missile uses up a little less than half of my fuel. My energy reserves. Try to use point. I can't use point defense to zap asteroids. That's disappointing. Just bumped into the planet. It's neat how the gravity is displayed as a little warped grid. So that's a nice touch. At least it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't drain my energy when I use the point. Or I try to activate the point defense, but anyway. You win. 0 RU scouted from any fleet. It's a victory animation. That's neat.
Great work. So, would you like to run another trial?
Sure. Combat trial? So the point defense does a little bit of damage. Looks like it's not very much. Did that damage me when I hit that? Oh, that was oh, okay. These are the resource thingies. Extra max crew? That's neat. Okay. Surely, I'm expecting that doesn't carry over into real life, though, because... Point defense laser only takes one crew off.
Great work. There's something you should have. I think you'll be able to make better use of it than we will here.
Oh?
Remember, you'll need to visit the starbase back at Earth if you want to install that. So,
Really?
would you like to run another trial?
You just gave me an advanced nuke for free? If you have any, sure, why not?
Captain, are you sure? Star Control is going to be pretty upset with me if I blow up your ship.
On second thought, maybe not. Okay.
Good thinking. No problem, Captain. Can I do anything else for you?
Yeah, we'll just be going.
No problem, Captain. Good luck out there.
Wait, those people actually died? I thought that was like a simulation or something. I have 10 less crew than I had before. Well, I'm gonna return to the starbase and recrew and also install that advanced nuke. If they had the advanced nuke right there, and this is... Why did they... whatever.
You're back. How did your mission to help the alien go?
Before we go, I need to resupply. Yeah, so recrewing happens automatically. Oh, hey. Still the same number of resource units. Advanced nuke, there we are. More advanced nuclear missiles with improved tracking and range. Does it use the same amount of energy? Can I have both equipped at once? I can. Interesting. That's might be better that way, because I mean the point of I don't know. Let's keep my options open. Let's have both advanced nuke and point defense. Maybe I'll decide later if I want to have like one of each nuke installed. So, is it better to sell these things or keep them around in case, I don't know. Because like when I went to the, hold on. Yeah, because like the buy item screen requires that you have units of these things, so maybe I'm gonna hold off on converting these things until I feel like I need them. Although more fuel might be a good thing to have. How do I buy more fuel? There's sensors. Whatever.
Is there anything else?
No, we'll get back to work.
Good luck, Captain.
I want to pay a visit to... Well, actually, I'm kind of curious about... It looked like it allowed me to communicate with Earth. I pushed E to hail.
You're back.
Oh, okay.
How did your mission to help the alien go? Good luck, Captain.
Okay. Talking to Earth or Starbase, same thing. Okay, fair enough. What about the moon? Is there stuff on the moon? This would be where the Lex site's original staging ground was, but that was probably already dealt with. Yeah, Lex site ruin, yeah. There's iron, silicon, and calcium. Can I? Is this one of those things that I can break apart? Do I not have the capacity to do that? Or is it just some random obstacle? I don't see a listing anywhere of the carrying capacity of iron. I don't see a listing of anywhere of the carrying capacity of the lander. Does it just oh, lander inventory, there we are. Okay. I'll take a closer look at that in a moment. Is that gulp sound effect to indicate that the? Oh, I guess the gulp sound effect means that all the I found everything on the planet, like all the resources that are available to be found. That's what I'm guessing. No resources detected. So let's check out this thing. I'm really curious. Investigate. Lexite ruin.
Captain, this is the lunar facility the Lexites settled after they first left Earth. We've sent surveyors here before, and I don't think much has changed since then. Not from all the dust I can see. It doesn't look like the Lexites were here long after they arrived in 2085. This was just a staging area they used before traveling elsewhere. No idea where they went after this, but you know that as well as I do. Finding them is why we have a star control in the first place. Captain, there's something powering on here. Blinking lights, humming sounds. There's a computer screen turning on. It says, "Threat to remnants detected. Lander self-defense technology ready to be used. Insert uranium to power." There's a slot in the device here. Do we have any uranium we can feed this thing? I don't keep that on me. We'll have to come back later then, or ignore this entirely. Your call, Captain.
Huh. So, my interpretation of that is that if I can find some uranium, I can get defense capabilities for the landers. Remnants detected? Is remnants, is that what the Lexites refer to humanity as? Like the people who remain behind? Lander self-defense technology ready to be used, insert uranium to power. I mean, that's, yeah. Okay. So that's good to know. I just glanced at the corner here and noticed that it said 6 as a number of crew. I guess that's the space you have, just store your space. Okay. So I got okay, so I have 274 cargo, 1726 space free. Like, in Star Control 2, like, all, any resources you pick up, what's this, Andrastea? Oh, it's the name of the moon, I guess. Let's visit Jupiter first, just for the heck of it. No lamp service, weather devastating. I was going to go from the inner moons to the outer moons, but well, it's just as well I go from left to right. Landing zone found. Okay, so there's nothing hazardous here. In Star Control 2, in-game they recommend you go to Mercury to find radioactives, but they're actually you can find radioactives on one of Jupiter's moons as well, and it's a lot safer. Francium. Francium's radioactive, right? Yeah. There you go. Okay, I played the gulp sound, but there's still stuff to be found. So I'm confused. It says free. Okay, free 1726. That's refers to the ship's cargo space, right? Free 931. That refers to the lander's cargo capacity, right? Right? Isn't that what that means? Maybe it's been playing the gulp sound for each one anyway, and I've just been inattentive. That's also possible. That one didn't play the gulp sound, so... Okay, so it doesn't always play the gulp sound, that's what's throwing me. Or contributing to throwing me. Whatever. Let's just grab this stuff. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, oh, it's an unidentified object. So maybe that'll be the hyperdrive part. There's phosphoric acid here. Yeah, like in the upper left corner, like it says, okay, there's 6 crew members on board the lander, fine. 100, okay, that refers to the boost. Okay, so I can get a boosted speed, that's cool. And that recharges on its own, okay. Phosphoric acid, okay. It'll be detected, okay. It would be nice if this display showed the total capacity of the lander so I have an idea when I'm almost full. But it looks like the oh shoot, I forgot to I'm an idiot. I forgot to, oh, be nice to yourself, Tormuse. I forgot to visit the unidentified object. Where is it? I guess I need to just go around randomly until it shows up on the scanner. There it is. I like how the headlights turn on when you're on the dark side of the moon. Oh, neat. What did that say? Is that Russian? Is that Sputnik? That's awesome.
Looks like an old Russian space probe, Captain. It's neat, but not much we can do with it.
What you can do with it, eh? Okay, fine. I wonder what that says. Okay, so that's Ganymede explored. Let's visit Europa.
Sir, we're detecting an unidentified object on the surface. We may want to send a lander down to investigate.
The fact that it has dialogue for that suggests this is the actual one that I actually want to find. Oof, it's a little bright over here. Oh. I should have paid closer attention to the warnings. My crew are dying. Oh dear. Okay, I'm getting ready to lift off. So you can grab one more resource before I do that. Yeah, 3 people died down there. It doesn't have the usual warnings displayed here. The people are just dying. It says toxicity and non-toxic. What's killing them then? Weather is stable. Gravity is 1.34 meters per second. Biology lifeless. I mean, presumably the lander gets destroyed if all 6 crew members die. Well, whatever. Guess I have to be careful on this. Although, like, it just, as the other stuff indicated, it looks like they just die at a regular rate, so it doesn't, being careful is irrelevant. Okay, maybe I'll visit this thing first.
Well, this is a heck of a thing, Captain. We found some kind of monument here. At least, I think it's a monument. It's a big, multicolored slab of metal with odd protrusions sticking out of it. Balls and sticks, kind of. There's text on it, or graffiti. Pictures of aliens fighting? I'm honestly not sure. No human language, anyways. Not much we can do with it but admire it, and done. We'll just leave this here, then.
Okay. So there's nothing of interest here. No resources detected. Okay. That's it. That's everything here. I thought I was on to something. Oh well. Yeah, there's... Okay. Now... Okay, so there's lightning. All it says about the weather is stable, whatever that means. Like, there's nothing here indicating that there's anything dangerous. Yet I lost half the crew in the lander. So I'm just not sure how I'm supposed to interpret those sensor readings if they don't actually warn me that when there's something dangerous. Anyway, let's check out Io.
Captain, the weather on this planet will make landing very difficult. We'll need better landers to manage it.
Fine. Just uranium actinium. So there's radioactives here. 0.5 deaths per second. 40% additional wind force. Okay, so one crew member dies every 2 seconds, so I can survive there for 12 seconds. Weather harsh. Okay, this says temperature's 143 degrees Celsius. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, I have to make a mental note to come back to Io later, I guess. Wasn't there another moon? Yes, there it is. Is that gonna be Callisto? Yeah. Weather's stable. There's phosphorus and thulium? Okay, what's left? There's some phosphorus around here somewhere. There it is. Just boost it. Cool. It's pellucid world. Crystal. Pellucid means exotic materials in Star Control 2. Which, you know, are more valuable things. Now that I have some radioactives, I kind of want to return to the moon and see if I can give my landers a boost. Because that was what I interpreted that message to mean. Let's go back to Lexite Ruin. Investigate.
We're back at the Lexite's lunar facility, Captain. The one with the weird device. There's a slot in the device here. Do we have any uranium we can feed this thing? We do? Great.
Universe life arms pivoting out to plant a new module on your lander.
Well, it's some kind of laser gun, Captain. Looks like it will fit right on our lander. That was nice of the Lexites.
Some kind of laser gun, okay. Ooh.
Hey, Captain. Now that we have a laser gun, why don't we try shooting some rocks with it? In the name of research.
Nice. Hey! Yeah, I was right. You can shoot the rocks up and there's stuff inside them. There's gold? There you go. Who knew there was gold on the moon? How fast is it going to fire? You can fire pretty fast, and recharges pretty fast too. Okay, good to know. If I encounter anything hostile or whatever, I can just start blasting. Got some silver. Very nice. So I should be able to buy some of that stuff that was available at the starbase. Like these rocks, they don't show up. Like it looks like you have to just go around randomly and hope you run into them. I can probably be a little more systematic about this. But I expect, or at least I hope, that at some point later on in the game, I'm going to find some means. Okay, I need to find some landmark to orient myself. How about the sun? And just circle around from here. Aha! I found a thing. Oh no, where'd the sun go? Can I? Okay. I'm hoping that at some point I get some upgrade which allows me to get a minimap which helps me detect where everything is. That seems like something that would be like really useful. Or at least, you know, make this whatever, just pick a direction, go. Whee! Boost! I feel like if I go too fast, I'm gonna like escape the moon's orbit or something. Probably the game doesn't allow you to actually reach escape velocity, but it doesn't look like a particularly large moon, you know? So, whatever. Anyway, nifty. Anyway, I think that's all that's here. That's what it's looking like anyway. So, yeah, that was cool. I found some stuff. Like silver, gold. How much gold do they need for the thing? Don't remember the numbers. Although I think, hold on, how long has this recording been? Okay, so it's been more than 2.5 hours, minus whatever I edited out. I think this is probably good enough time to leave off on. Can I just escape? I want to type a different name in. I won't let me highlight the text to whatever. Searching for ship parts. There you go. But yeah. Are you sure you want to abandon humanity? Farewell, Captain. Very nice. Okay. So it's cool. It looks cool so far. It's I mean, in terms of world building and establishing the lore of the game, it's a huge departure from the the original Star Control games. But in terms of gameplay, it's got a pretty nice attempt to match the look and feel. And the amount of the style of the dialogue trees, the options you have, that whole notion of be nice to the aliens you meet, maybe you have a better chance of them helping you in return, and so on. And you can like original Star Control too. Like you can you can be as nice to them or mean to them as you want, and still complete the game. Being nice to them is generally a better choice. Generally. So they're it's neat that I'm basically I'm saying I like the setup. It's cool. It's I'm still sort of figuring things out, and I'm now that I see that items that you pick up aren't immediately converted to resource units, that makes me go, oh no, maybe I shouldn't sell the iron left. Maybe I shouldn't convert to resource units yet. Maybe I can use that iron for something else. And I don't want to fall into that trap of being too afraid to sell or convert things. But as I go along, I'm sure I'll figure out what is actually worth keeping and what's better to just sell outright. Like those basic resources seem like they're pretty common, so. But yeah, like things like, clearly it was good that I didn't sell the radioactives right away, for instance, like the uranium, so I can get my ship the blaster, because the uranium basically acts as a means to an end. It lets me get other things that I otherwise would not be able to get. So maybe I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how the resource allocation works. Maybe it's worth keeping a little bit of everything before converting them to RUs. I'll figure it out. But overall, yeah. I'm impressed with what I see so far. It looks cool. We've established this alien threat, the Scribe, who reportedly have superior technology, but from what I've seen, it's not hard for them to have superior technology, because we're barely able to scrounge together the resources for this one ship, because the Lexites, that's all the Lexites left for us, basically. And we've got a mystery here, what was it that made the Lexites leave the solar system? Why did they leave Earth in the first place? I guess, like she said, the indications are that they didn't have any malicious intentions toward humanity. Like, they didn't hurt anyone when they left, but you know, they did. I mean, they did kind of sabotage our means of following them, but they didn't actually want humanity to come to harm. Kind of makes me wonder, like, did they find something out? Like, maybe they found out about the Scribe. Maybe they and they were like, oh crap, we need to get the heck out of here. You know, maybe but they still had some intention of protecting humanity, or at least, you know, I mean, like, there was that comment about, you know, protecting the remnants. And here, you know, like, here's a weapon for your lander to, you know, to help you defend yourself. So, I mean, what I'm getting at is like, whatever the Lexite's opinion of humanity is, it wasn't a malicious one. Like, they weren't trying to harm us, and they weren't trying to. They did have some minimal intention of helping us, or at least, you know, like they weren't like completely throwing us to the wolves, basically. We'll see. Interesting. It's an interesting start. I'm curious to see where it goes. But that's it for now. Until next time.